Democrats are fleeing the ship, guys. I ran across this late last night. I listened to it 3 times. It was music to my ears. I don't know who this Democrat is. This is some California nonsense. But if they're waking up in California, they're waking up everywhere. Now, I think most of y'all are going to have some jail time you got to serve before you can fully be cleansed of your sins. This woman here in particular, because I have to ask a question after y'all listen to this, but this is Susan Talamantes walking away from the Democrat Party in California after 12 years. And what she says is shocking, and it involves children. Listen up. Turn your radio up right now.
Bagman. Thank you, Mr. President and members. I'd like to say...
this is a woman speaking, too. I know it doesn't sound like it, but it's a California woman.
As a progressive, proud member of this body for the last 12 years, I'm done. I'm done with us protecting people who would buy and abuse our children. I'm done. I don't want to send more black and brown men to prison. I don't want more people in prison, but I don't want people buying girls. I don't want people buying little girls anymore. And I'm tired of saying it's okay and that we have to protect the men who do it. As a mental health professional and as a social worker, I can tell you I've spent my entire career working with people who have been wounded. I'm not going to say beyond repair, but they have been wounded to their core by the abuse that's been heaped on them, oftentimes by those that they love and look to protect them. And if their parents won't do it, then by God, we should. Again, I am not arguing that we open the gates to flood our prisons with people, but I am arguing that we have a moral responsibility to say enough. Enough. We have given away enough on this area, and we've got to move back into the center, or we all look like fools and laughing stocks. And what do we stand for? I ask all of you to watch the documentary that Senator Grove was in, Senator from Kern County was just in, that talked about this very place in Sacramento where girls are being bought and sold. Men are being given a slap in the hand or a couple days, and then they're back out again, and they do the same thing. They get caught over and over and over again, and somehow that's okay. It's not okay. It is not okay anymore. And no more am I watching. Like I said, I'm leaving, but the rest of you who are going to be here for a while, let's get our stuff together and really start focusing on some of the important things. We talk about learning and we talk about being safe. This is like at the core of it. And a lot of these kids can be throwaway kids. They're poor kids. They're kids of color. But they shouldn't have to live a life determined by what happens to them by others at a very young age and by have the Democratic Party of California say it's okay. It's not okay. And I'm not doing it anymore, and I hope none of you do too. We have to be able to draw a line, and for me, I'm drawing a line. I urge your aye vote.
This is a bill, SB 1414. It's crimes solicitation. The crime is solicitation of a minor. Guys, she has to be prosecuted for the last 12 years of what she's done. And what does she know? What did she just admit? That the California Democrat Party, which runs California, did she just admit that they're complicit with human trafficking, with child prostitution? She did. She just confessed that right there on the floor in Sacramento at the California Capitol. What we've been telling y'all is true. Democrats support pedophilia and are human trafficking scumbags and racist. We'll be right back. Land the plane for the day. This is the Clay Edwards Show. You can go find that on my X platform at SaveJXN. I'm reposting it now, so it'll be at the top of the page. We'll be right back.